What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. It is a very late Sunday evening, and earlier in the day we had a trade go down before football commenced. It was Dorian Finney-Smith heading to the Los Angeles Lakers for DeAndre Russell. There's some picks involved, two other players as well. You guys already know, first video of the week, how to be about Dorian Finney-Smith to the Lakers. This is a really good 3 and D4 that's going to help out the Lakers a ton this season, so just go ahead, jump in, do a Dorian Finney-Smith Los Angeles Lakers rebuild. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. The Lakers find themselves at 18 and 13 on the season at the moment. Mike Brown just got fired by the Sacramento Kings, and the Lakers have traded for Dorian Finney-Smith. So, obviously, DeAndre Russell finally traded. Probably makes Lakers fans pretty happy. Dorian Finney-Smith from the Nets. Obviously, D'Lo goes to the Nets. You have Maxwell Lewis and also Shake Milton involved in the trade as well. And the Lakers sent 3 future second-round picks. So the beautiful part about this, if you're a Lakers fan, is Rob Pelinka didn't even trade any of the first that you still have available to trade. So in theory, you might still be able to do something at the deadline. Also, I don't know if this saved any money. Shake Milton's making about, what, 3 a year? That might have saved you. Yeah, I mean, he's only making $3 million, and then Finney-Smith's making 14.92, and D'Lo was making 18, and then obviously you traded Maxwell Lewis as well. So, like, you might have saved a little bit of money in the trade as well. Not that it matters that much, but it is just something to take note of. But yeah, they might make another trade this season at the deadline, potentially. Maybe using Rui's contract, or maybe they're able to combine contracts. I think they're right under the CBA second apron, or right. Yeah, I think they're right under the second apron. So they might have those options at the deadline. They still have some salaries they can throw together. But let's take a look at this rotation for the rest of the season with, obviously, DeAndre Russell gone. So you have Austin Reeves, Dalton Connect, Cameron Reddish, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Rui, Dorian Finney-Smith, Shake Milton, Max Christie. Now, obviously, this is not how we're going to run the rotation. First and foremost, let's shrink this down to a 9-man rotation. And obviously, with LeBron James and Anthony Davis, we all know LeBron, every Lakers rebuild, he retires pretty early. It's not easy to try to get this team a championship. The window is very small because of 2K hates old ages, and LeBron retires pretty quickly. But the one thing we can definitely do, clearly, is we can move Dorian Finney-Smith to small forward. That's the first thing we're going to do because I want him to start. And of course, we have LeBron, or we could even move LeBron there or to small forward as well if we want to do something like that. But since Dorian Finney-Smith went up, if I can get to the small forward position, and then I want to do a secondary position power forward if I can do that correctly. There it is. Okay, so we're going to do that. So this will be a rotation for the rest of the season. So it'll be Austin Reeves, Dalton Connect, Dorian Finney-Smith, LeBron, Anthony Davis. To me, that looks pretty solid. Bench does look a little bit weaker, but with Vanderbilt being healthy and maybe Jackson Hayes, that will help out a little bit to strengthen the bench out. So, one other thing is Max Christie would go up to a 76 at small forward as well. So that's definitely something we're going to look into. And then one other thing I want to look at is shot tendency. So Anthony Davis is an 80 shot tendency, which just is a joke. We need this guy to obviously be the best player in the team. Move Reeves up just a tad bit. And Connect's already a 78, so we can live with that. All right, let's go ahead, simulate the rest of Season 1, and hopefully this team ends up making the postseason, and we can try to win a championship with Dorian Finney-Smith, because that's what the Lakers are after. If I do decide to stop at the trade deadline and make a trade, I will show you guys that, of course, as well, but we'll see. So we are stopping the trade deadline, as I am going to try to attempt to trade here. I'm going to see if I get Malcolm Brogdon off the Washington Wizards, who's having a pretty good season, 13 points. Obviously, with Brogdon, health has been a concern as of late. But we're going to see if we can trade Vanderbilt and Gabe Vincent for Brogdon straight up. I think we will have to include one of those first, which I guess I'm fine with, but I can't get to 2 first. So let's see what they agree. So we trade a first for Malcolm Brogdon. Maybe we could have tried to do it without a first, but I love the idea of bringing Malcolm Brogdon in here. So Malcolm Brogdon becomes our brand new starting shooting guard, which moves Connect back to the bench, which I just think that strengthens our bench a little bit further. So I really like that trade. So now I have Reeves and Brogdon as the backcourt with Finney-Smith, LeBron, AD, Rui, Connect, Max Christie, and Shake Milton. Kind of regret throwing the first round pick in there, not going to lie. Maybe I could have just offered it straight up, and maybe the Wizards would be happy with. Obviously, yeah, maybe I should have tried a second. So, my fault for the first. I probably wouldn't have traded first for Brogdon, low-key. I would probably do a second instead. So, I do regret that immediately. I don't know, man. I didn't really overthink that. I overthought that way too much, I guess. But, it's all good in the hood. Let's just go ahead. And then one other thing I want to see if I can try to do is I want to see if the Hornets would give me Nick Richards somehow, because he's like dirt cheap and he'd be a really solid backup 5 to get right now. I don't know if we're going to be able to. I can't trade a first to obviously get him at this point, but getting him I think would be phenomenal as well to add to this deadline. So they only want Christian Wood and Shake Milton to get Seth Curry. I mean, yeah, we could do something. Or we could even do the Max Christie trade. If the Lakers think they see something Max Christie, now we'd have to trade Bronny. That's the only issue here, and that doesn't feel the greatest. And obviously, we're not trading a first. So can I do this without trading a first somehow? So Hood-Schifino, I guess I'm fine with, and then I trade a second instead. Okay, so we're going to get Nick Richards at the deadline too. So that's going to strengthen the rotation quite a bit, in my opinion. So now you have Reeves, Brogdon, Finney-Smith, LeBron, AD, Rui, Connect, Nick Richards, and Max Christie. And you can't say we haven't tried to do things. And bringing in Seth Curry is also underrated too with how much he can shoot as well. So we've gone for it. Hopefully it works out at the end of the day. We're 4 games over 500 right now. We'll see how it all works out. But obviously, as we all know, 2K and the Lakers doesn't click very well. So we'll see what happens. So at the end of year 1, Victor Wembanyama wins Defensive Player of the Year, which I'm not sure why it started right there, but whatever. Most Improved goes to Suggs. LeBron is your clutch player, which is nice to see that. Coach of the Year goes to Jason Kidd. Offseason is your executive. Luka MVP, and Missy is your Rookie of the Year. So often I see that go to Jeremy McCain, but I assume with his injury, maybe the games played comes into play. I don't know. Missy getting Rookie of the Year is definitely something I haven't seen often, though. So Luka Doncic, Jokic, Shea, Giannis, Wembanyama. And do no Lakers on All-NBA first team. We do get AD and LeBron making both All-NBA second team, which is nice. Here's your All-NBA third team, All-Defensive first team, and All-Defensive second team. So we are the 7th seed in the West, going up against the Phoenix Suns in the play-in round. So we have 26 from LeBron, 25 from AD, 17 from Reeves, 16 from Brogdon. So he made an immediate impact because I think he was averaging 13 when we traded for him. So he's definitely been really solid for us, which is nice. So I'm going to go crazy here and run this down to an 8-man rotation. So that's going to kick out Max Christie out of the rotation, which I am totally fine with. So game by game here, but obviously the ultimate goal is try to get LeBron another ring here. So let's see if we can find a way to do that. We're going to have to win this first one against the Suns. I would love not to sweat another play-in game, and this one is going to come down to the wire, and unfortunately we are going to lose. So we are going to have to sweat either Memphis or Denver, which neither team has any business being here, but they are. Now we get the Memphis Grizzlies. So Memphis, John Morant, Smart, Bane, Jaren Jackson, Clark. The one thing we have going for us is 2K also hates the Grizzlies, it feels like. So hopefully that swings in our way somehow. I would not want to miss. I do not want to miss the first playoff, series with LeBron. I mean, if you trade for Finney-Smith, miss the playoffs, and we traded for Brogdon, Nick Richards. Okay, so we get in. That's all you could ask for. Now, I wasn't even paying attention to who's the first seed, and of course it's the Dallas Mavericks. So the odds of us beating Dallas, I assume, are very slim. But hey, we made it anyway. Finney-Smith's going to be playing his former team. So here goes nothing. So actually, let's just simcast each game here. Let's just start with a simcast. The simcast can sometimes be your best friend. So game 1 in Dallas. Winning this one would be massive. But it's going to be close. But Dallas is going to squeeze it out. So they're going to beat us quite a bit there. I think that was by 15, if I can do math correctly. And now they're going to wipe us in game 2 as well. Unless if we come back, which you can never count on LeBron, maybe. But it is Luka and 2K. Luka and 2K is a different animal. So we lose both games in Dallas. So the one thing we have going for us is we are going back to LA for game 3 and 4. So can we win game 3 at least? Now, the Dallas Mavericks are going to say no to that. And we're going to lose in round 1 more than likely by a sweep. And no, we won game 4. So we're going to a game 5 at the very least. So we're not going to get swept. But can we win another one to make things even more interesting? We're on their ankles, but I don't think Dallas is going to let us back in. They don't. We're going to lose in round 1 ultimately, which I figured would be the case. LeBron did his best, scoring 42 in that final game, but it was not meant to be. So Dallas, of course, is one of those teams you just can. They're tough, man, and they are going to go on to beat the Celtics as well. The one thing we got to pay attention to is LeBron James is trying to call it a career, but we can override that at least one more time there. So we're going to bring him back for in the league because I want to continue to build around him with Finney-Smith being here, obviously. We still need to do a Lakers rebuild where we build him without LeBron. I've been delaying that forever, but, it just always makes sense to do it with him. So our pick is going to the Hawks. Nets get number 1 via Milwaukee, which is Milwaukee missed entirely. That's insane, not going to lie. But staff signing, JJ Redick is the head coach, and let's go to draft night. So on draft night, I don't think I saw we had a pick at all. So we have the 22nd pick in the second round. That's not going to help us at all. So we are going to get Sam Thomas. Welcome. LeBron James declines. Finney-Smith accepts. Anthony Gill, we can go ahead and accept. So obviously main priority, a Koloko. We can bring him back. That's cool too. Main priority is you got to re-sign LeBron, obviously. I think Brogdon's also a free agent. Hopefully, we're able to bring him back. If not, we traded a first for no freaking reason. So let's go ahead and offer him a contract and hope we can get him back. Now, LeBron has no good offers right now. So we can give LeBron a 2-year deal to see if he'll stick around for 2 more years in this rebuild. So can we get Brogdon back? Please tell me we get Brogdon. Okay, we can. Thank you. I was about to say, we did not trade it first just to lose Brogdon, hopefully. And we didn't. So, what we got? So we got Austin Reeves, Shake Milton, Malcolm Brogdon, Dalton Connect, Finney-Smith, Rui Hachimura, LeBron, and then Anthony Davis. You know, the craziest thing right now is I low-key kind of want to trade Anthony Davis. And that's crazy to say. But, like, we need a shake-up. And I've tried just running it with LeBron and AD every time. It doesn't work, man. In 2K, this formula does not work. But we got to make it, it's got to be a trade that makes sense. Like, we try to be realistic in these videos. So, like, this one would be crazy to do right now. We get Mobley and Jarrett Allen. That would be wild. But there's no way in hell the Cavs are doing that. Boston is, wow, they're not trading. Dude, the fact that we're getting these kind of offers is pretty wild right now. Grizzlies aren't doing that. Trae Young, I mean, it's kind of crazy to think about, but nah. Don't think the Lakers are doing, or Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero. Nah, not going to happen. LaMelo, I mean, more than likely, we're not going to be able to find a realistic trade for Anthony Davis that makes sense, low-key. The only one I could, no, even, it doesn't make sense. Regardless of how I slice it, I cannot make it make sense in my head. So we are going to keep Anthony Davis, even though part of me wants to kind of trade him away. But what we can do is we can look at our other options. So to me, what do I want to do? To me, maybe we make it to where LeBron James is a small forward because he's going to go down, but he goes up at a 76. And then Finney-Smith comes off the bench, which is fine. And then you find a way to trade maybe like Rui, Max Christie for legitimate new power forward. I don't know if we'll be able to do that, but we're going to try here. So I kind of know who I want to make an offer for, and it's going to be DeAndre Hunter on the Atlanta Hawks. He's a 3-star trade value. Let's see if they would do something like that. So Rui, and let's just say we did Shake Milton. Like Rui and Shake Milton for DeAndre Hunter. Would they just do that straight up? No. We'd have to trade it first, which I'm not wanting to do. What if I threw Sam Thomas in here? No. And then what about Anthony Gill? And that makes it happen. So just like that, we're going to get DeAndre Hunter without trading a single pick away. But that's going to be an upgrade to our small forward spot, hopefully. And we'll move LeBron back to the 4 because, well, Hunter, yeah, he'd go down. So we're going to move LeBron back to the 4, unfortunately. So we'll do that. And that is our way of going for it with the Lake Show. And we'll see if that pays off. So Rui goes to Atlanta. And then you're going to have LeBron and AD going down, which I figured would be the case. Connects up to an 81. Brogdon regresses to. Christie's up to a 77. Hunter's up to an 83. So it's nice to see Hunter develop even more. That helps. But yeah, ultimately, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, year 2 is going to be interesting. We should hopefully at least make the playoffs. But, you know, it's going to be really hard to ultimately bring in a title with how old LeBron and AD are. We know how challenging it can be in 2K to win with older rosters, or at least hope some of you guys can see that from the videos we've had. But power rankings high on us, man. We're 3rd overall in power rankings, so can't be too upset with that. I think we got to go back to a 9 rotation for the regular season because that leaves out Max Christie. And then, yeah, so we'll go 9 rotation for the regular season. And we'll see how this one lays out. So, Finney-Smith hits the bench now. Nick Richards, Max Christie, Reeves, Brogdon. And then, can I extend Finney-Smith right now, or is he not willing to talk about it? Let's see. He is actually willing to talk about it. So, we're going to extend him for the rest of the video. Reeves will extend too. Probably keep him around. And, yeah. All right. Let's simulate year 2, and hopefully things go a lot better than last year. Hopefully we can avoid the play-in altogether and be a top 4 seed and maybe win a playoff series or 2. So at the end of year 2, Luka Doncic wins MVP. Cooper Flagg is your Rookie of the Year. Amon Thompson, 6th man, Wemby Defensive Player. Scoot's your Most Improved, and Luka also wins Clutch Player, Kids Coach of the Year. So Luka Doncic dominates 2 awards, and Dallas also won Coach of the Year on top of that. So here's your all-NBA first team with LeBron James winning here at the end at the age of 41 years old, which is nice to see. Here's your all-NBA second team, Anthony Davis, 22 and 11 as well. Here's all-NBA all-defensive first team, and Anthony Davis makes it there, offensive second team. Okay, so we are the 5th seed. So as I requested, I was hoping to not be in the play-in. So we do avoid that altogether and are just in the playoffs. It's a talented team, but will it ultimately be good enough to get it done? We'll find out, because We avoid Dallas in round 1, but now we play Minnesota. So that's going to be a tough one, too. So, Rob Dillingham, Edwards, McDaniels, Randall, Gobert, Miles Bridges, DiVincenzo. Did Charlotte just cut Miles Bridges or something? Isn't he still on like a large contract? He signed for $2 million with Minnesota. Are we serious right now? Okay. Battle of Texas on the other side of the bracket. They did acquire Jimmy Butler, which there was kind of rumors about. So, we'll see if that ends up happening. Game 1 goes to us. Good start. Win by 3. So that's even already a better start than last year as we win 2 on the road in Minnesota. And we're going to win at home as well. So we're up 3-0. So we can potentially be sending LeBron to round 2. And we do. So just like that, hopefully Houston comes out on top. I need Houston. Dude, I've never done this before in my life, but I need Houston to beat the Mavericks because I would feel better about playing them. And I'm sim casting AI versus AI, which again, I have never done in my entire life, I don't think. But now it's an even series. So I'm just begging to not play Dallas in round 2. That's where I'm at this point. So, but it looks like it will be Dallas unless Houston hangs on to this one. And they will. Okay. Well, I have no shame. Let's simcast game 6-2. Can we win it? And it's looking good. Can we hang on, though? Please beat the Mavericks. I don't want to play Dallas. And we are not going to be playing Dallas. They win 104-103. Now, don't get me wrong. Houston's going to be a tough team as well. But I'd rather play Houston than Luka Doncic or the Mavericks, so I'll take it. Jimmy Butler is on a late surge, I guess, for Houston. He only signed for $13 million or whatever. Only 15 points in the playoffs. Goon's doing his thing with 19. Jalen Green's averaging 18. Reed Shepard starting. I don't know. I feel good about our chances here, but here goes nothing. Game 1. As I say that, we lose game 1. We even it up, though. We just got to win in Houston. We do. 2-1. Go up 3-1. Come on. Let's go. Conference Finals? Okay, we got a game 6. Game 6 in Houston. No need to panic. Just win this one, and we're in the conference finals going against the Spurs. Another Texas team. Okay, this is going to be close, isn't it? We're down 14 now. Oh, my gosh. Okay, this is our best chance, dude. If we don't win here, I don't think we're winning in this video at all. Because LeBron might try to retire on us, and he's just going to be older. Like, we need to squeak this one out. Game 7. Stay on their tails, bro. Just give us a chance to win it, please. Okay, we have the lead right now, but it is going to be back and forth as can be. We might need to jump in to save the day here, bro. Or screw the day up. Either one. But can we hang on? I might not need to jump in. Just hang on to this. 6-point lead. We're going to win. We're going to the conference finals. Let's go. Game 7 victory. Austin Reeves, 43 points. That's what I'm talking about. 23 in the playoffs right now. This man is beasting or just balling out. Okay. And now I draw the Spurs. Wemby and the Spurs. There's Stephon Castle, Vassell, Keldon, Sohan, Wemby, Santi Aldama, Branham, Champagny, and Barnes. Game 1, here goes nothing. We will drop game 1. And we will win game 2. Okay, can we win game 3? So we took 1 on the road. Can we win both at home? We'll win the first one at home. Let's simcast game 4. And let's see if we can win both at home to go up 3-1. All we need is a 3-1 lead. And I'd feel really good about our chances. But San Antonio is not going to allow that to happen. We are going to go to a game 5 all evened up. So, back to San Antonio, Texas we go. Can we win this? San Antonio's got a nice little lead. I don't think they're going to let up here. I don't think we're going to be out of here without... Yeah, so 3-2 lead for the Spurs. We have to win. This is... Dude, this is like one of the last chances to get LeBron James a ring here, if I had to guess, because I don't think we're going to be able to win again. We had a nice little lead, but the Spurs are on our tails. They are not going to go away. Okay, it looks like we might force a game 7 at the very least. So we are going to a game 7, 104-113. So game 7 on the road in San Antonio. Charlotte is awaiting us if we are to beat the Spurs. Here goes nothing. They want to swap the minutes. They want to start Dorian Finney-Smith over DeAndre Hunter. Hunter shooting 43% in the playoffs. I don't know, man. If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. Game 7. And San Antonio, just don't get blown out. Make it close. Okay, blow them out. That'd be even better. It's going to be... Okay. Okay, it's a 4-point game. We're not out of the woods just yet, but they are starting to get away a little bit. They're starting to put some separation on us. We got to get... We're not scoring. We're down 12. We're down 13 now. Okay, we're down 11. All right, we're down 11 with 3 minutes and 58 seconds left. The odds of me making this comeback are very slim, but I know what's at stake here, dude. I mean, I probably won't play. I'll play this out if I can make it close, but if they end up, going on a large run and I can't get it done, then I'll probably just, back out and just go into the final season here. Or not final season necessarily, but the third season. So they're going to go to Aldama on the perimeter. 10 seconds. This shot clock feels like it's been going forever. Okay, so they're going to go to Wemby. And Wemby is going to hit a mid-range. Played good defense for the most of the possession, but ultimately they got away. So we have Nick Richards guarding Wemby, which, I mean, I don't know if that's a good idea, to be honest. All right, so this is going to take this dunk. I thought we had a dunk, but we'll take the layup. It's an 11-point game. All right, we definitely need to switch up our defensive rotations because I do not like Richards guarding Wemby at all. But, I mean, AD, I guess, would be better, but still. I mean, AD is probably going to have a hard time struggling against Wemby, too. So, we're playing good defense so far. Going to go to Wemby here, and I'm there. Good defense, and we're going to get the stop, okay. That might be stolen. Nope, we're good. Anthony Davis, transition. Okay, okay, just get the ball. Bro, I thought we had a transition dunk with AD. Did not work out that way. I'm going to challenge... Wemby, nice block at the rim. My fault. Wemby, we're there. Oh my, that was good defense too. What am I supposed to do about that? I hate that we have freaking Nick Richards out here right now, to be honest. But what can you do? 3, LeBron, need it. Not gonna go in, and that's probably gonna be all she wrote. So we jump in to try to make a comeback. I mean, ultimately, it was probably not gonna happen. But hey, we're going to stop here, so let's not give up just yet. We're going to need a transition 3 from LeBron. And hey, we'll get it, okay? We won't give up yet. I was about to give up, but we won't. We will not give up yet. It's a 10-point game. Needed that transition 3. We need to get back on defense. We're there. Wemby. Oh my gosh, Vassell got open, and he's going to knock it down. I was too worried about what Wemby was doing. I totally lost Vassell on the perimeter. That is totally my fault. All right, well... we need a 3 here, I think, too. 3, LeBron, and gonna be in and out. So that's probably gonna be all she wrote, boys. We'll get in the offseason where I assume LeBron is gonna try to retire, but that was gonna be our best chance to win, and they hit another 3 on our face. So ultimately, that is gonna be probably, like I said, all she wrote. That's quite unfortunate. I don't know why I'm shooting through with Nick Richards, but he almost made it low-key. All right, let's just get to the offseason. So Hornets and Spurs in the finals, and the Hornets go on to beat them. Man, we missed out on our chance to get LeBron a ring, I think, and he's going to call it a career. So, I mean, I gave him a 2-year deal hoping he'd play it out, but I do think that's probably how it would play out. He'd probably do 1 more season and call it a day after that. So I think we let him retire. Usually I can like player DNA him, but ultimately I think that's probably what will happen in real life too. So LeBron is going to call it a career on us, unfortunately. So that's going to be him completely gone, which is quite unfortunate because obviously we could use him. No, not even going to sugarcoat that. But we'll do what we can without him, right? So we'll see if we can make something happen. It's not going to be easy. We have a solid team, but it's by no means a team that, you know, I'm feeling confident about. No trade offers for Anthony Davis. But as far as winning a championship next year, that's probably going to be out of the realm of possibility. Connect is going to go up. I mean, Connect does go up in overall like crazy next year. So we have some money though. We do have money to spend on somebody, so that's going to be helpful. So who do we want to spend it on though? Is there there might be an important free agent to worry about. Is there? Let's see. Nick Richards. Well, bringing him back is pretty important, but Luka's a free agent, but we're not even close to having that type of money. All right. So ultimately, Reeves obviously is the point guard. Connect, I have seen develop like crazy before. So maybe he could be the guy next year. Hunter, Finney-Smith, and then we have no power forward right now. And obviously bringing Nick Richards back would be great. So the one thing I think we need to do is we need to dump Max Christie. We need to salary dump him and free up more free up more money because that might open us up to get somebody even better. So I'm just going to send him to Atlanta for a second. And we'll see what that opens up. Did that open up anything? It did open up like the idea of Mathurin or Tarisin. So yeah, that opened up a little bit of options for us. So that's good. So what do we want though is the question. So all positions, let's just see who is affordable. So we can only afford like probably the 31 mil. Do we even have enough? Yeah, we do have quite. Okay, so we have like $28 million. So Vucevic, no, that's not what we're going after. Damian Lillard at this point wants still too much money. So that's not going to be possible. Butler, Dyson Daniels, no. Okay, we need to get somebody. Jabari Smith low-key could be interesting at this point. If the Rockets didn't want to match it, that might be our best option. So let's throw a bag of Jabari Smith and hope the Rockets are matching that, though. Is there anybody else's money we could dump? Not really. Not really at all. So I don't think we have enough to go after Jabari, unfortunately. So, and that might result in us, renouncing. Okay, so Shaedon Sharpe throwing a bag at him would be interesting, but that's not what we necessarily need. Tari Eason, I think, is the other guy then. I guess Tari Eason has to be the other guy. We'll throw some money at Tari Eason, and that does result in us having to renounce Nick Richards, doesn't it? Yeah, that's unfortunate. So we're going to get Tari Eason, but I think that's going to give us enough still to re-sign Nick Richards, if I'm not mistaken, hopefully. Maybe not. So let's see if he's still available or if maybe he signed somewhere. So he might have signed. Damn. So we can get Nurkic. What about did Richards sign? No, he's still here. We just barely don't have enough money for him though. Yeah, he's going to decline it. Okay. So day 12, let's see if there's a better center option because we're going to need a backup 5 for sure. We'll see what's available to us on the last day of free agency. So Nick Richards is still here. So do you want to sign that? I doubt it. He does. Okay, so we can bring him back. That's going to be clutch. So now you're going to have Reeves down. Connect did not go up like I thought he might. And then you signed, obviously, Tari Eason to free agency, which we'll see how much that helps. But you have Reeves, Finney-Smith, Brogdon all going down. And Bronny James is ready to contribute next year, too. So now you're going in with this. Reeves, Bronny, Connect, Brogdon, Hunter, Finney-Smith, Tari Eason. I mean, let's just call it out as it is. I don't think this team is winning next year. But we'll see if we get a crazy trade to pop up for AD services. So Duran, Jalen Johnson, Dyson Daniels. We'd have to trade Connect. But, yeah. Ultimately, if we're going to try and win a championship next year, we're trading for a 1A player. Detroit got Fox somehow. We can get Fox and Ivy. We can get Barnes. I mean, trading AD is probably not going to help anything. So what we really need is Connect to become that dude this season, basically. Connect's going to have to be the second star. But ultimately, this is probably not going to work out like we want, unfortunately. It just probably won't work. But what I can do is, here's what we'll do. So we'll go Reeves, Connect, Hunter, Tari Eason, Anthony Davis, Dorian Finney-Smith, Brogdon, Nick Richards. And we can throw Bronny James. So Bronny James will get some minutes. We'll simulate this season, and then we'll move, AD shot tendency to 85. Connect shot tendency. This man needs to become the guy, and hopefully he can do that for us because that's the only way I see this working out for us. We'll see if that ends up working out. I don't know. Reeves' shot tendency 72 is fine with me. We'll see how it goes, man. We need Dalton Connect to be him. 2-0 start to the season, but back to 500. First year without LeBron. We'll just see how it ends up. So Shea wins MVP this season. Low-key, I'm kind of hoping to see Dalton Connect most improved. I don't know if we're going to see it, but I'm hoping for it. And defensive player, most improved goes to Boogie Flan. So, was there... I mean, I guess it doesn't really show you who the candidates were. Okay, never mind. So, yeah, I would have loved to have seen if Connect would have had a shot at it because we are the 4th seed, which feels good. I assume he had a really good season for us. Hopefully that's the case. And Davis, all-defense first team. Did he make an all-NBA team as well? He did. All-NBA first team. The 25-11 with LeBron gone. But we are the 4th seed. And, of course, we draw Dallas in round 1. But let's see how Connect did. So, Connect, he averaged 21 in LeBron's absence. So, he became the guy. Had 43% from 3 on 9 attempts. So, that, I mean, basically, Connect has to become the superstar for us. 15 from DeAndre Hunter, 15 from Reeves, and 12.5 from Brogdon, 11.5, and 8 rebounds from Tari Eason. So, we get the Dallas Mavericks in round 1. We got Luka, Kyrie, but they got Jimmy Butler as well. Lively, Gafford. Wow. So that's pretty unfortunate. So pace and space, 4-star proficiency. Let's go to an 8-man rotation for the playoffs, and we'll see if we can take down the Mavericks or not. So game 1 goes to Dallas. Game 2, yeah. So this will probably be all she wrote if I had to guess. Let's see if we can maybe tie the series up, but Dallas, Luka Doncic, it's different, obviously. So, yeah, we're going to go down 3-0, which is unfortunate because, yeah, that really sucks. So let's see if we can maybe make a weird comeback from 3-0. I doubt it, but we are going to win game 4, so we're not dead yet, but we're still crawling and scratching for our lives. So game 6 here. And okay, so yeah, we're gonna lose 127-100. We lose in round 1. So yeah, unfortunately, just was not meant to be for us today to bring LeBron a championship. But I will tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm going to leave a sticky note so I remind myself this. But I don't want to get away from what this video was originally from, which was about Dorian Finney-Smith at the end of the day. What I want to do is, I said this last time, but we're going to make sure we do it this time. I want to continue this rebuild in a part 2. I really do. So tomorrow, we're going to do the net side of things, but maybe Wednesday, we can come back to this and rebuild with Don't Connect, become a superstar or something like that. I think that'd be a cool video. I gotta make sure I don't delete. Last time I deleted the file on accident, it was a habit. I just deleted it because I delete every single file when I'm done with it. But this time, I gotta remind myself not to delete it. So I think what we'll do is we'll come back to a part 2. Make sure you guys are on my butt to remind me. But Wednesday, as long as no other trades happen, we can come back to a part 2, and we can title it like Dalton Connect becomes a superstar, because this is where we're trending right now. Because he just averaged 26 in the playoffs, and he's going to be the guy. And then we can trade Anthony Davis as well. Assuming he has a player option. He does. So he should accept that. Then we can trade him and just start the era with Connect and like Tari Eason or something. I don't know. So, yeah, that's the plan. So I'm going to end it there, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Dorian Finney-Smith to the Lakers is a great addition. They didn't give up too much to make it happen either. Curious to see if they do anything else. See you on the next one. Crushables, I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.